Hello, YouTube people. This is TheKillerNacho again with another battle. This one is the first match I had on my stream yesterday against a guy named Jimmeh6. So let's go ahead and get started. And there you go. There you can see his team and my team, and time to get started, right? Alright, so Jimmeh6. What is he going to lead with? I lead with Gliscor. He leads with Lopunny, which is almost certainly his Mega Evolution, and a Pokemon that always seems to screw me over. If there was one Mega Evolution that I absolutely loathed, it would be Slowbro. But if there was a second one I absolutely loathed, it would be Lopunny, because this thing always seems to just, take a chunk out of my team every time I face it. Oh well, so he has the Ice Punch, which I was not expecting clearly. Mine actually doesn't carry it, so yeah, that kind of sucks. But Gliscor, being the physical tank he is, still took it pretty nicely. X4, Ice Punch, whatever, I'm still in yellow health. So I go into Latios, and I know some of you might be like, what the heck, why would you go into Latios? He's going to go for another Ice Punch. And yeah, I know that, but I just want to get rid of this Lopunny. I am a Choice Scarf Latios, and at this point, after that one Earthquake from Gliscor, I'm pretty sure that the Draco Meteor is going to murder it. And yeah, goodbye, you sexy little bunny thing, you're dead. Okay, well, he's going out into Lando now, which is his, what is this? Therian form, Landorus, and he is going to U-turn, which clearly I was not expecting because I go out into Celebi, and looking back on it, I don't know what exactly I was expecting, and yeah, I'm dead. Well, that's bad for me. Oh well, so he's going to switch out, obviously first, so I can see what he's going to go into first, and he goes out into Latios as I choose Talonflame. I'll go for the Brave Bird. Probably should have went for the U-turn in hindsight, but whatever. He's going to go out into his Heatran, which isn't going to take much from the Brave Bird, and it is going to force me to switch. So, yeah, probably U-turn would have been better. But what can you do? You can switch out. That's what I'm going to do, because obviously I'm not staying in. Now, I see the Heatran does have the lefties, so it's probably one of those slower, well, almost certainly is one of the slower sets that probably carries Stealth Rocks or something, and there it is. There's the Stealth Rocks. Those annoying things. Oh well, so I got into my Sharpedo, which is a mega I've been meaning to use for a while, but it's kind of hard to use because of how frail it is. It kind of has to be exclusively used as a revenge killer most of the time because of how frail it is, but thankfully he did just go for the setup move on Heatran, so it does allow me to Mega Evolve and then go for my move, which I believe I just went for a Waterfall. He ends up going back into Landorus, which is not a bad thing for me to see because Waterfall is going to do significant damage to this as well. Unfortunately, it does not quite KO, and yeah, I'm pretty much know at this point this Landorus is scarfed. So I decide to go scout his move with Protect, as he clearly goes for the U-turn, which, yeah, I just go into Gliscor to take it, although I know he's just going to go right back into Latios to revenge kill me. There's nothing a whole lot I can do about that. Unfortunately, I just going to have to sack Gliscor, and yeah, that kind of sucks. But Gliscor got wrecked really early by that Lopunny. Well, got crippled anyway, that stupid Lopunny. Oh well. But yeah, here comes a Draco Meteor, and that will kill Gliscor. So I go on my own Latios now, because I see the Life Orb on his Latios, meaning that mine is faster, because I have the Scarf. Now, I make a pretty good prediction here, though. Knowing that he's not going to stay in, he does have the Sylveon on his team, so going into it against a predicted Draco Meteor is pretty good for him, but except I predicted that, went for the trick myself, and that's pretty cool, because I gave that thing a Choice Scarf, and it's not going to outspeed anything anyway. Now, there is one thing I need to do on my Latios before I let it die, and that's defog, so my Talonflame can come back in later, so that's what I do, and yeah, he's just going to murder my Latios now, but that was expected. So he locks himself in a Hyper Voice, so I still have Magnezone, my Choice Scarf Magnezone, and I'm just going to go for the Flash Cannon, because it's super effective. I end up getting the Special Defense drop, so that makes me think, okay, it's going to be a 2-hit KO after the Special Defense drop. He still has that Heatran, and I was, like, in my mind, so sure he was going to go into Heatran here, and he just doesn't, and I go into Sharpedo, and that was the over-prediction of the century. I really need to stop over-predicting. But if he would have went into Heatran, I would have been in a bad spot. But yeah, that probably was one of the major things that, looking back, that over prediction, so bad. Oh well. So I go into my yeah, there. I go into Talonflame, get off a U-turn, go back in a Magnezone, go for the Thunderbolt. And the reason I didn't really want to stay in with Magnezone is I am Scarfed, and he probably knows it at this point. Oh, well, he knew that I was Scarfed. Well, no, that was Latios. But this thing is Scarfed as well, and he probably knows it because I'm outspeeding him. But, yeah, I am locked into Thunderbolt now. He had two Pokemon that I really... My two attacking moves were Thunderbolt and, Flash Cannon, and he has the Heat Ran, which X4 resists the Flash Cannon, and this thing, which is immune to the Thunderbolt, and I pretty much have to let it die. My last Pokemon is Talonflame, and unfortunately, I know that he still has some things in his team I know I probably can't kill with Talonflame, but I'm going to go for it anyway. This is my last Pokemon, I have no choice. Go for the Brave Bird. This is a choice band Talonflame. He tries to go on a Latios, which is not going to survive the Talonflame. Way too frail to have a prayer in the world of stopping Brave Bird Talonflame. But yeah, that's one dead Latios. Unfortunately, he does also have a bulky Mew, which seems to be physically defensive because it takes less than half from this Brave Bird. So yeah, clearly one of those defensive Mews, which, yeah, good game though, Jimmy. I lose this round, but definitely have to rematch at some point. I ended up taking the Psychic, so I'm actually going to die to my own Brave Bird recoil. But yeah, still a very nice match. Thank you for battling and coming out to the stream. And we still have 3 more battles from the stream that I saved. And I will be posting over the course of this week and maybe next week. I don't know. But that was the first one. So today's question of the day is this. What is your longest streak in any of the game's battle tower-esque things? That's today's question of the day. I've been recently playing the Battle Mason recently because I want the BP. It's, kind of a rip-off of the Battle Tower, but I thought this would be an interesting question of the day if any of you actually played those things. I played a lot of the Battle Frontier in Gen 3. It's probably my favorite thing about it. I think in one of which one was that? The one that was kind of like just a regular tournament. That was probably my favorite. What was that called? I think it was the Battle Dome, and I think that was probably my longest streak. I know I had 50 or so straight wins in it, so that was pretty cool. Which I think there was 5 matches or 7 matches each, but yeah, it was probably my longest streak ever. I also really liked the Battle Factory because that, with the randomized Pokemon, although I could never really get that far because I felt like the AI was always screwing me over with the Pokemon I took and the Pokemon I faced, but whatever. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Leave a comment about that, and see you guys again next time. Bye.